The Tata Altroz as a premium hatchback was praised for its handling dynamics as well as its eye-catching looks. But many thought the lack of a potent petrol engine held it back from its enthusiastic potential despite adding I-turbo variants in 2021. Well, this year is the Tata Altroz Racer aiming to solve those issues. Is this the final piece of the puzzle needed to make the Altroz an enthusiast hatchback? Let's see what it's all about. Considering the name, the Altroz Racer gets a sporty personality to look the part. Helping it is the black hood and the roof blending in nicely with the atomic orange shade. Now there's also racing stripes that run along to the roof with the checkered track finish at the end. While the other racy additions like the dual tip exhaust, pronounced side skirts, racer badging as well as a blacked out finish for the alloy wheels, Tata and Altroz badging are nice for its sporty character, I think the cool wheels the concept had at the Bharat Mobility Expo 2024 would have been a nice icing on the cake. Here the racer theme continues with orange and white stripes on the seats contrasting the all-black cabin. This is also complemented by orange accents and ambient lighting. But the main talking point here is actually the features it now gains. It starts with a larger, easy-to-use 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, keeping it up to date with Tata's latest models. There's a 360-degree camera with an impressive resolution as well as a 7-inch digital driver display with the necessary details laid out quite nicely. And finally, you now get ventilated front seats to help cool off on hot summer days. This on top of 6 airbags being standard on all variants means it's a handy upgrade to the already impressive feature list. If you're wondering whether the standard model will get these features, well, aside from the ventilated front seats, they're already here via 2 new variants and the top spec variant being updated. Now to the real talking point about the Tata Altroz Racer, which is right under the hood. Replacing the I-turbo variants, this one gets the Nexon's 1.2-litre turbo petrol engine, making 120 horsepower and 170 Nm of torque, which is paired to a 6-speed manual gearbox also from the Nexon. On paper, a 10 horsepower and 30 Nm jump doesn't sound like a big deal, but nevertheless, is it enough to give the Altroz the enthusiast treatment it already deserved in the first place? Let's hop on board and find out. This 1.2-litre turbo petrol engine in a smaller footprint is definitely an improvement, although it doesn't push it towards your seat as the power delivery is linear. That being said, you push it past 2000 RPM and it gains momentum without a hassle. There is a raspy tone thanks to a sporty exhaust, but it only remains that way at idle as it sounds Nexon-like at higher speeds. Nevertheless, it gives the Altroz a more normal feeling, unlike the held-back feeling it had before. This is a good thing because you can have more fun with the engine while still faring well at city speeds. As for the 6-speed manual gearbox, the Altroz Racer has a hydraulic clutch to help with faster gear shifts. The only gripe here is that at low gears, its snappy nature means it'll take a while to get the right bite point, but it gets much better at higher gears. The shifts, while quick, feel clunky and the throws are fairly long, so this setup is more ideal for open roads rather than bumper-to-bumper traffic. Tata has tweaked the suspension on the Altroz Racer for a more enthusiast feeling. I didn't feel much of a difference as the Altroz already had decent ride and handling and the more potent engine now complements it. Pushing it to the limit at the Coast High Performance Center circuit in Coimbatore, you can carry great speeds into corners with a variety of driving styles. More importantly, it remains impressively planted unless you're purposely overdriving it, which induces a bit of understeer. All these points were proven to the limit as I rode shotgun with none other than India's first ever Formula 1 racer, Naren Karthikeyan, who contributed to the development of the Altroz Racer. At prices ranging from Rs 9.49 lakh to Rs 10.99 lakh ex-showroom, the Tata Altroz Racer sits in a niche segment of warm hatchbacks in India and makes a strong case against the Hyundai i20 N-Line. Sure, it doesn't get an automatic option, but the Tata Altroz undercuts its manual equivalent variants by Rs 50,000 depending on the variant chosen. Sure, it could have done with a bit more refinement to the engine and the 6-speed manual gearbox, but this setup, which I feel really should have been the one for the I-turbo variants in the first place, finally allows you to have some fun on top of the already great handling dynamics. In the end, the Tata Altroz Racer gives a decent enthusiast treatment to the hatchback and more importantly at a more affordable price point to its competition. So which warm hatchback would you pick in India? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Car India for more such content.